Good morning, Connect Church. It's so good to have you with us. This is our kitchen table segment. And this morning I have Allisha with me. Good morning, Allisha. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on and having this conversation with me and with us. And our desire is just to keep this conversation going about social injustice and racism. So, can you share what is your intake on this?
Um, Specifically social injustice and racism, I think it's all about how people are perceived in the world, especially with so many different aspects. So how Chantal talked about intersectionality. So there's your race, there's your sex, there's your gender. All that interconnecting makes everyone's experience different. And so I think in order to combat the social injustice, there needs to be not necessarily equality, but like equity. So people who are at different stages of their life, they might need different resources to assist them. So someone who is a white man in his 30s will have different resources and opportunities than 18-year-old black kid. Like there's so many different things that I feel like need to be talked about, and I think they're not being talked about.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. One of the reasons why in this segment we wanted to have always a different perspective. So I'm glad that you came on as a young adult. You know, it's these things impact you in totally different ways than how others shared before, who are maybe a little bit older or different stage in their lives. So thank you. If we look ahead, what is your hope for the future?
My hope for the future is that we just continue having these conversations so that eventually things like race will be normalized, so people won't look at a skin color and assume things about their personality or how they are. They will just see a person and treat them with respect, which is what they should have. And I just hope that things get better, not only in the States, but also here in Canada, because we are not exempt from that stuff. For example, I think it was a few weeks ago, there was an incident at Tilly's, which is a thrift shop in Whitby, where a young black man was taken down by 3 police officers, and there was no reason for that. They didn't even try to have a conversation with him. They just kind of assumed because of his race that he was there to cause trouble. And I feel like if we keep having these conversations and learn that people are going through different things in their lives, then we can see them as human beings and treat them with respect and have conversations instead of assuming things about them.
Thank you. That's a very good intake. I really appreciated that. And do you have anything specific you wanted to share with our church and church members at Connect Church?
I just want to say I am so thankful for you, Pastor Yanni, for bringing these kind of conversations into the church, because I feel like it's very important that as people of God, we continue to pray for these problems. And not only, as you were saying, that racism is a sinful lifestyle, and that can't continue, and it needs to stop. So we need to keep praying and being there for each other, because there are a lot of minorities in our church, and we need to stick together to each other. And hopefully, we can keep growing and keep having these conversations, and hopefully in the future there will be some form of equality.
Thank you, Allisha. I really appreciated your kind word, and we love you and your family, and just always remember that no matter what people tell you or how people treat you, you are loved by God, and He created you and all of us in His image, and we are all equal. Thanks for coming on and sharing with us this morning. We appreciated it.
Thank you for having me.
All right. God bless us.